Oh, it's just going to be short.
Yep.
Yeah, just slightly offline. But no, a good initiative there, and there's a good option.
Yeah, just a nice. It's a deep enough kick. It could be better. Just a couple of revolutions off from getting a 50-10. And there it is there. And I think they're just trying to go as deep as they can. If they breaks over, that's a good kick too. Quite break.
See the bit of tactics coming out here. Bit of a game of chess going on here, an arm wrestle.
I think so. You know, coming into it, I think they can get some fresh legs, slow things down a bit, because it has been a real high tempo match.
Yeah.
And it's certainly a game of defence. Attacks haven't been able to break, although there's just been the odd one or two missed tags, but no clear breaks from good plays.
Yeah. And really no real line breaks now. Maybe a couple of little outside edges, but apart from that, they've been covered. And quid pro quo, nothing given, nothing taken at the moment. It's just very, very even match as the score reflects it, 0-0.
A couple of penalties there for holding grabbing the shorts on the tag.
Oh, yeah. Nice shape here from the Dolphins. Nice work out there, and just didn't get the finishing pass on target there. There was a nice little break on from their link on the right edge there.
Just needed to catch that. It would have been interesting if he got that one. I thought the pass was good. He just didn't quite grab it. It wasn't between a player. It was in front of him, but fortunately or unfortunately, the ball went out as Kelties make their move up. No, and then another one. Yep, another unforced error there.
Oh yeah, look
and then play the ball.
The advantage.
So the Dolphins have another opportunity to set up a play right into the half of the Kelties Minico half.
Yeah, so we've got two contrasting teams here, the defending champions up against the first-timers. And yet we have a score locked up after almost 15 minutes at 0-0.
Nice step there.
Oh, and that's going to go back to one, I believe. No. Yes, referee Dave Miller has called it the same way there. It's knocked forward by Counties. So it's a restart. Dolphins ball. Dolphins now. Yeah, and that's another penalty there. Giving away possession, another missed opportunity for the Dolphins. As we get them down to the last, inside the last 5 minutes here, and Counties gets a break.
Looking for a support.
Nice tag.
Stepped in really.
Theodore Maui there. He was very calm and controlled on that fullback role there.
Looking for his winger. Kelsey's come for a late cut, not quite timed it right there on the return. It's a quick play of the ball that makes him dangerous. Goes hard to the line. Lost ball.
Offside. Oh, the Dolphins here don't want to let it try before half time. Yeah, again, they're coming into that crucial time and a very influential part of the match. And as we've seen in the last few games, the team that scores just before half time has gone on to win it. So it's what a prophetic sign there that score before half time.
It has been a bit of a trend in this year's 2019 Nationals. Quick play the ball here. No.
Ooh. Joseph Vayu trying to back himself there.
Ball's down. tag is on, and so that's a 1-pointer.
Yeah.
Just really going that marker, just a bit slow to get off. Spotted it, and he went to the dive and in the air, spotted no marker in there, in between two players. And
classic move there. James Blackwell, he certainly knows his way to the try line. He's scored a few over the years. And just before half time there with 2.5 minutes, Counties take the lead 1-0.
Would say it'd be a fair reflection of the game.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it is. I think they've looked to have a little bit more of an edge so far. Very composed on defense, but both sides have been quite composed there, and just a missed tag as we see a break on the outside edge there from the Dolphins. Number 10, Filippo Seppel. Lovely work down that right flank. Oh, Xavier Stevens there with some lovely footwork in the middle. Ooh. Very close. Nice defense there from Counties Monaco defending the 2-point zone.
Some lovely strike moves there. Oh, full pass, but let's see if they can recover.
So we're inside the last 1 minute 30 now as we count down to half time, and looks like the Counties Monaco Men's Open will take a 1-0 lead into half time. No doubt they'll look to try and just play out this set and protect their lead.
Some good defence there. And Doug slowing things down, just getting their ball out. Good changeover, get some fresh legs on. Slows down that play a little bit.
Yep.
And, you know, they defended well on that last set. They exited really well. So now it's the Dolphins now have a chance. They've actually had some really, individually there, some electric plays in that Dolphins team.
Yep.
I mean, some amazing, some really fantastic feat. It's just that, you know, it's just that finish, you know, the finishing off has been lacking, or they made those breaks and just to link with one another just to finish it off in the back. He dropped that, I think.
Yeah, great call.
He didn't quite put it to the foot.
I think that'll wrap it up for us here as we get into the last 5 seconds. We'll take it to half time, and I think fair reflection, as you said earlier, Officer, in regards to the Counties taking in a 1-0 lead. It's been a very, very close match, but we'd have to lean in the way of the Counties as having the slight advantage, and that's reflected in the score at halftime.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that before, but I still think that Dolphins side are making enough breaks. They're breaking the line. They just need to get some players on side them just to finish off. And
exactly, yeah.
Like we said, down on that right edge, once a couple of those passes with the stick, it would have been interesting to see how that was to go pan out. But unfortunately, haven't been that way. But one thing is they do have is it will bring their kicking game is that wind will be behind them. So it'll be interesting where what's one of the strong points of the Counties side. They got a good kicking game. Well, it's going to be all about driving out, so it'll be interesting to see how the halftime goes.
You got a couple of key players in there that have got a good kicking game, like Carlos Holton and Sam Teraitua. So boys from Mangere that have got a real good history in regards to their skills and their experience. So they'll be looking towards those key players to try and affect some key plays in the second half to try and give them that advantage that they're looking for.
Well, some of the kicking I've seen with the Counties team is all about kicking little dinks for themselves. But it'll be nice if they got those bodies and motions. They're kicking and no sweep in the back and really flying onto the ball, and they just put it through, toe it through, and just see if that bounce comes up. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting sort of finish. It'll all be tight, but I'm sure it's going to be really, really exciting finish.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Officer. I think we picked it at the start too. We knew it was going to be a tight match, and 1-0 at half time is Very tight match, but also too we feel as a fair reflection of how we've seen the match so far. The defending champs and basically the world champs at the moment as well. Counties Manukau having the lion's share of the world champion New Zealand men's open side. Have a justified lead there, and well deserved. They seem to just have that little bit of an edge, a little bit more confidence, especially on attack more so. But defensively, they've been very composed, and the communication's been very good, and they've been very sharp with their tags. But we look forward to the second half. In 20 minutes, we'll either have a new champion, or the defending champion will defend their title. And Counties here, starting with the attack. The first carry of the second half. The Counties here, the restart. Something the Dolphins can't afford is ill discipline at this stage. Just got to be sharp, be focused and be disciplined. Can't give away penalties, you can't give advantage and meters away to this Counties team. They're too experienced and got too much skill.
One of the dangers is if you play a sweeper against this team, they can move it from side to side, and you're always going to be one short on that edge. So, like there, if you're slow on that one, they'll attack it. So that's a good set anyway, and so it's a handover to the Dolphins, and like we mentioned before, it'll be good to see how they play this one, with a strong wind behind them. If who's they going to be their main kicker, just to relieve a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, and how they execute the kick's going to be interesting as well, and showing composure in the heat of the battle, getting their themselves set and giving themselves time to execute a nice kick. Can be very interesting to see how they set themselves up. Sort of looking for Carlos here. He ends up doing that kick.
Oh, not good. Good work there. Dolphins got an opportunity.
91, that was Samuel Nutty there.
So Dolphins now fortuitous on one of those passes now.
Very much so. The Dolphins now hot on attack here. They've just got to set up their attack, but I think you've got to look at changing the angles a bit more. See, that was a poor effort. Poorly executed kick there. But those change of angles, I think, have been a real winner in the previous games that we've seen there. The teams that are changing the angles, moving the defence around, are being very successful.
Oh, he touched that.
Well, luckily it stayed in, yeah.
Yes. Good tag, though. Contact there. One of the players I liked and I watched over, he played for I think the Open Mix, is Tyrone Mete, and he's actually quite a dangerous player. I like to see him get his hands on the ball a little bit more, even though that didn't quite pay off his kicking a little dink to himself. But he is a very handy ball player, so looking forward to watching him play.
Okay. Here's a nice play here by the Dolphins. And there it is.
Oh, that's it. Nice play there.
Yeah, it's a nice one. I'd just like to have a look at the replay here.
It's cool for a tag way back.
It's a nice break from
so he's moved it here. Kick, right. Same time.
Kick was
same time.
You've got to go.
Yep.
That's a try.
It was well read there.
69, eh? Inga Limoni. Beautiful kick there. And we have it all locked up, 1-1. Great stuff.
And that's a good kick too. So that's just what they needed. And that is really all on the back of that kick return where he just passed it to one of their players.
Yeah, yeah.
So that mistake.
And the guy who actually kicked it away for the Dolphins was the recipient of the intercept when they came back to him as well. So just matters to never give up, never keep trying.
And so now they're 1-1, and they've got a lot of momentum going forward.
Yeah,
bit of confidence now.
Definitely.
Tags.
And here we go.
Corner. There you go.
Wow, in the space of 2 minutes, we've seen the whole momentum of the game shift and swing the other way. That's amazing. Referee's awarded it, has he? Yes, he has.
Just checking if the player's okay. Let's see, and that's just off the kick. Didn't really connect, but what?
Yeah, off the side of his foot.
Samuel Nutty.
A twist of the hips there.
And
all the way. Wow, yeah, there it is, the 91, Samuel Nutty. The same guy, yeah, as you said.
Oh.
You kicked it away and got the ball back, and then just goes to show.
There you go. So
keep believing and never give up.
In the space of 30 seconds?
Yeah.
It's 2-1 up.
Yeah.
So that's just the nature of tag, and now this will be, time for the 2018 champions to see what they're made of, because they're really up against it now. That'll be a recount.
Yeah, 2-point swing.
And you don't want to go and defend that 1-point lead. You want to continue to attack.
You got to continue to attack, absolutely.
But by no means the Dolphins teams are pretty confident at the moment. They're certainly swinging on their way.
Henry Dunn there in the middle of the field. He's back in there running the ship. He's tagged. Closing the gap slightly. Okay, so the Counties get another repeat set here. Back to 0.
Two tags on. We're on the outside.
Yeah, the number 1 there. Number 1, Brandon Tongiamua. Yeah, just got indicated there from the more experienced player there, number 8, Vinicius Sanelli. And we have a tied ball game.
Smart move. I mean, he saw it. He still had to get there, but any way you can to get there, do it. And so he spotted an opportunity. And possibly a little bit of acting there on that one.
Yeah, defender would have learned a valuable lesson there. Everybody was expecting the pass back into the infield. Dives to the outside and scores the match leveling try. And now we've locked up the game at 2-2. The Dolphins coming up to halfway.
Still plenty of time in a game of tag with just over 11 minutes to go. But it's certainly picked up in tempo, and a couple of tries going both ways. But the Dolphins are hard on attack and sniffing a victory out of so-called the bigger brother, so to speak.
Absolutely, yeah. In the Battle of the South, Counties Manukau versus Manukau Harbour.
So a couple of penalties, contact penalties coming for the Dolphins. Right in position A for them to set up a good set play and attack, so they've got a whole full set.
Yeah. And the Dolphins really, they haven't got anything to lose. They're coming up here against a team that's basically full of world champions. And
he's
so
calling someone out.
Okay.
Just the last couple of rucks, there's been a lot of contact around that ruck area. So I think referee is going to have just a quick chat to
Carlos Hortina in the 0.
So it's a handover ball.
Okay.
They're probably just running into the contact call, running into that player. So a little bit fortunate there for Counties. I thought the Dolphins would have said they were going to set up for a bit of a strike play.
I think so. You see a
There they
nice
go.
little play here on the left edge. The link almost getting through, but a nice tag from the cover defender from the Dolphins.
Late tag. The first one was there. The second one was unnecessary. So they're bringing the one up.
The experience of the Counties boys starting to show through now. Just starting to sort of take control. Get momentum shift back their way. Now the Dolphins under pressure here now with back-to-back defensive sets. Henry down there looking for a runner. Here he comes with Pulianga.
Contact in there. So they got a fresh set of 6 right on their line. So this is good for Counties, so they can get his tags back on and really set up a set play. You can see them all stacked out here to the left. Could be late here. Hands are on.
Big test for the Dolphins here, Officer.
Absolutely, yeah. And this could be a telling time, even though we're sort of just over 8 minutes out from the full time.
Yeah. But I think psychologically it'll have an impact either way. If they can hold them out, it'll give them momentum as well. And if they manage to concede a try, it'll be very, very costly and really hurt them mentally as well, psychologically.
So that's three penalties on the bounce, and I think there's going to be, referee's discretion if it's starting to get too cynical, whether he grabs someone's tag. So you have to be a bit careful as well.
Okay, so that's diffused. Get them back on side.
Lucky there, just the skill. Just getting that ball. Transition ball. Flat ball, let off the hook. Let off the hook there.
Yeah, very much so.
Again, it's been a bit of an issue today. All the finals, these missed passes haven't been working, in particular the wind.
Yeah, and that's right. And not adjusting to the wind, so our long-range passes haven't found their targets. Haven't found the wingers.
And sometimes you see that was the missed pass necessary, maybe
exactly.
Put it through the hands.
And that's where you need to adjust to the conditions, Officer, and that's something that our players haven't really done with this wind today.
Particularly with the 2-2, those little things here. Oh, that was a little one there, I think.
Yes.
I saw a little, yes, so it's a handover again.
Referee David
again, both sides guilty of those, the transition of passing and just the quality, not really looking after and passing.
Exactly, and with the Dolphins, the amount of defence that they've done, you can tell that they're starting to fatigue as well. They need to roll those subs and get fresh legs on as soon as they get a handover. These guys have just done too much defence, and they need to get fresh legs on. And there we go. Counties let them off the hook there with that unforced error. And Dolphins breathe a sigh of relief now, getting possession back. Nice work here. Dolphins almost out of their half there as they come up to the 10-metre mark. And play advantage there offside.
I suppose just three days, in particular with the open men's, 13 teams in the open men's at this type of pace, you can sort of be forgiven for dropping off a few passes, coming in.
They're missing a tag.
Missing tags and, making wrong decisions, because every game would be a final in this grade because they're just so high tempo. And just imagine the teams that would have missed out would have just been as good as these teams here. It's just, there's not much difference between them all. Although saying that, it's the difference between the championship and not winning the championship.
Exactly. And as we approach the last 5 minutes of the match, it's locked up at 2-2, and it's amazingly exciting to see such a close match. When I say when you're potentially looking at, well, literally looking at the world champion teams with Counties Manukau and the newbies on the block, who've come such a long way in such a short time. It's an amazing, amazing achievement by the young guys, and it's still possible. It's still possible. So, yeah, they've made a great fist of it and put on a wonderful display so far.
Well, typical finals have we seen already coming into the back end of the last 4 minutes, and we're locked on. Well, the scores are even, and again, it sometimes comes down to a bit of brilliance or fatigue or just experience that's going to get them across the line. And you know, just even the last sort of 3 or 4 minutes, the score content on both sides has been pretty poor.
Yeah.
And that's what pressure does.
Yeah, that's right. We've seen unforced errors so cropping up now, and you say at the end of 3 days you can be forgiven for those little lapses with fatigue and we go the no-look pass, and there it is. There's an opportunity in the middle of the field here for the Dolphins there. So they've endured that almost 5 minutes of defence in their own quarter, and now hoping to have an opportunity to attack now in the Counties half. Play 2, and they've got good numbers out to the left edge as well. Get a draw pass.
Hands will do it.
On long.
So, best opportunity now for the Dolphins. Their little chip. Oh,
he appealed to the referee there, was denied.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still in good field position here at the moment.
It was worth asking the question, though, because
absolutely always worth asking the question. Yeah, that's right.
The gap did close, so you know it was 6 1/2 dozen each way.
Exactly. Yeah. It'd be rude not to ask. And Counties now rolling those subs, getting some fresh legs on for this last wave of attack. All locked up at the moment. We could be going to a drop-off, or can one of these sides take it in normal time, regular time, as Henry Dunn takes a settle in the middle of the field. Here they come down the right edge. There's Johnny Pulianga. Nice D from the Dolphins. Now County set their kicker up behind the 50. No. They're going ball in hand. Forward pass. No.
I think it might have been a late tag there.
Late tag.
Yep, late tag there.
Oh, that could prove very costly for the Dolphins. With a minute 50 on the clock, minute 40
to go.
Yeah.
So they'll definitely be able to forge one last attack. Not sure if they've got someone on the side to let them know that.
We're now getting reports of people drinking. Let me just tell everyone right here now, if we're having problems with drinking, in certain zones are just carrying on, certain zones will not be back at the
ball down, tag was made.
Tag's made.
That's a great tag. Huge tag, that one. Have to be careful.
It's
got to
crucial
get that tag
now.
back.
It's very crucial.
Thrown away. Could be liable for penalty.
So very quickly, straight after this.
Numbers on. Oh, no.
Tag, Dolphins again.
Defense
equal
strong
to the task, and we just clicked inside the last minute.
He's going to watch that edge where the last try came. And with the last 52 seconds, what have they got? Numbers are on. Oh! Uncontrolled.
Just couldn't bring this ball in.
Knock forward.
Knock forward.
Great ball, great play.
Oh, and there was a chance to win the match there.
No, they knocked that ball forward. So, Bill County says it.
It's a bit of a cliffhanger here.
19 seconds left.
Dunn just shifts the ball on to Johnny Pulianga.
Oh, he had the numbers on the outside.
Hit tag in. This could be the last play for the county's men's open. One more.
Oh! I think
there it
is.
is.
The legs on the ground. It would have been. He's on the ground. I would tend to agree with that because he launched forward.
Wowee. And time is up on the clock.
Time is up, but there's no hooter. So they're still going to keep on playing.
Okay, County's
got the numbers
here. Right edge.
No.
And here we have another drop-off.
Oh, yeah.
A great tribute to the Dolphins there and their tenacity coming up against the more favoured opponents there. Their big brothers, Counties Manukau. And to take them through to a drop-off is an achievement in itself, officer?
Well, they showed a lot of character and courage on the line there, and unfortunately they made some good reads. But in the same token, I think Counties missed a couple of opportunities, in particular down that right edge, where the hands would have done the job and would have just carried it over. But in saying that, I think, like we mentioned before, I think this is two very good, very even sides.
Yes, yes.
Yes, they're big brother, little brother, but little brother's not going to...
He's not going to give up, is he?
He's not going to say, yeah, you can go to the dinner table first. He wants to have a crack at it as well. So
he sure does.
It'll be interesting on both sides on the five that they bring out. Now, there's a lot of experience in their county side, probably sometimes too much experience. So it'll be interesting on how Coach Snaff is going to pick his five, whether that includes him. Because with the bigger field, there's going to be younger boys, and they have been making some good steps and good breaks.
Yes.
So now with a little bit less people on the park,
it
actually works in their favour.
Yeah, so very, very interesting, as you said, to see what the lineup will be for the 5-on-5. Picking Taraitu and Hotene will definitely come out with the Dolphins, to lead the Dolphins, and whether or not they go with Henry Dunn or whether they go for the Puleangas or the Samps in the counties 5 is going to be very interesting.
I've liked Henry Dunn. I think he's been asking a lot of good questions, and in particular his feet and his footwork. Yeah, they have good ball movement county side. Other than Johnny Puleanga, I think he's dynamic and one to watch out for.
Be in there,
but
sure.
I think there's probably about 5 Puleangas on the Dolphins side that have got just as good feet. So it's going to be interesting how they're going to play it and where they're going to just chance their arm.
Yeah, I'm firmly on the fence on this one. Hard to say which way it's going to fall on with such talent on both sides as well. And 5 players, it's a lot of extra space on the field, and it just opens it up for the speedsters and those young ones that starts to lean towards them, and those athletic, youthful boys.
Well, that's why I think New Zealand are the world champions in this men's open grade, is because of what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
And so out of these 2 teams, I mean, like you said, 13 men's open teams playing at this type of level and this type of standard. I mean, it only can get better. And
absolutely.
So you were talking about some experienced guys on the Counties Manukau, but look at this new youth that are coming through, really asking and pushing, not really giving in. And
pushing basically the world champions to the limit,
That's it.
And then here we are, and going to a drop-off scenario. So, regardless of the result, they've got to be really, really happy and realise that what a credit they are to themselves, to their team, to their family, to their coach. So, it's something to celebrate. They're definitely deserved grand finalists, and it's taken us to a drop-off against, literally a world champion side in the men's open. So, congratulations to the Manukau Harbour Dolphins. And Manukau has the first attack as they go to the left edge. And a wonderful tag.
Good start, though, from Counties right into their 10-metre line so they can really forge an attack. They're looking for those late tags. Oh,
there's an error there.
So this is exactly what they wanted. Well done to the defence.
Missed opportunities.
and a little bit of miscommunication. So let's see what this this Dolphins team can do. This is their opportunity.
So now with that dropped opportunity, now it's just go straight out.
Straight out.
Now, eh?
Straight out. Next one, whoever dots down, that's it.
Yeah.
National champion.
Wow, the Dolphins have certainly given themselves a chance.
Oh, there's lucky not a penalty there.
Numbers. A little crossover in the middle there. Referee, yeah. Advantage Dolphins. He appealed and got the call there.
Yep.
Smart move.
So this is a critical time. And again, I just like the way these guys dance. I mean, they've got fantastic feet. They can move.
Young guys.
They can cover the grass really well. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, and a penalty here offside. This is the referee going to do there. Have a word. Yeah, well, pushed off the line a bit early offside.
There's a lot of speed in there, and they're going to that. You can see there's a spring to the step. They all want it.
Yeah.
So they can just find that little overlap. They're gone. Numbers there on the outside.
Ooh.
Oh, numbers. Yeah.
There it is. And the Dolphins win their first national championship. The youngest club at the Nationals. And upset their big brother, Counties Manukau. Literally the world champion side there, made up of basically the world champion men's team. And there it is, the little bros upstage. They're more favoured, and rightly so, they're more favoured big brothers. And amazing performance from the young gentleman there, from the Dolphins there, officer.
Well, I think we mentioned that before. Again, the experience, you can't fault the experience from the Counties Manukau, but they're young and they're brave and they don't fear anything. So that was the telling part for me.
Yeah.
And congratulations. It's almost a changing of the guard. And
it is, yes.
For the men's open, because these guys, and a lot of respect to Counties because they've been doing it for years and years.
Yeah.
But, for this young Counties, young Dolphins side, I think it'll be fantastic for tag. It's fantastic for this grade, and fantastic for Opens men's in particular going into the next World Cup, which is in Ireland.
Yeah, but Limerick, yeah, but you picked it there when it went to the drop off in the 5 player scenario, and you said, look, they've got guys like Johnny Pulianga in the county side, but they've got 5 of them in the Dolphins, so it was going to be. It actually played into their hands with the youthfulness and the speed of the youth. And it came to fruition. Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, that change of direction, and young and brave and fearless. And so congratulations to the Dolphins team, and the flagship team was a fantastic tournament. Well done to everybody competing here. Whether you come away with a medal or not, but the fact that you come and give it a go, and it's been a fantastic weekend, and just been a privilege to be involved in it.
Yeah, but as you know as well, it's always the hardest one to win your first one, but it's even harder to stay there. And and I'm sure that these guys will learn to appreciate that. To do it once is an amazing achievement, but to try and do it consistently now, that takes some real work and some real commitment. So, wish them all the best. But congratulations on their maiden victory, their national title. But I'm sure that they're humbled here in regards to their older brothers now, and saying thank you to them and embracing them at this time.
Yeah, and make no mistake, that Counties team will be back.
Absolutely.
There'll be no doubt. They won't like the feeling, and they'll go away and debrief, but they'll be back with a vengeance, and they'll be strong again next time. But again, it's all about the Dolphins. Congratulations, Dolphins. Congratulations to the whole new franchise. The new franchise that's just been involved at the Tag Nationals, and looking forward to watching these young men develop, whether it's in a Dolphins jersey or a black tags top.
And that's us signing off from the 2019 New Zealand Tag Nationals and new Men's Open champions, the Manukau Harbour Dolphins. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Coverage of the New Zealand Tag Nationals 2019 is proudly brought to you by SAS Sport.